Hello and welcome to another That's Not a Tutorial. My name is JK, an artist from Sydney, Australia. If this is your very first time at the channel, welcome and thank you for stopping by. I get very lonely in here all by myself, stuck in this screen. Although not so lonely anymore because we just hit 500 subscribers. May seem like, not a lot compared to other people, but I am genuinely, and I know I make light of my videos, but I am genuinely excited by the fact we've hit 500. So thank you very much to every single one of you for subscribing. And look, if you feel like doing the same and you haven't done it yet, click the subscribe button thingy and join us. Now, today's video, I put up a post on the Book of Faces, otherwise known as Facebook, asking some art people what in fact they are struggling with, and the genuine consensus was faces. I said you're in luck. I have one, and I also draw them every now and then. So today we are going to try and tackle faces. I'm going to put it out there. As always, as I like to say, these are not tutorials because I am not an expert in any shape or form, but I will just show you how I do them. If it helps you, fantastic. If it doesn't, I sincerely apologise. I still hope you enjoy the video though.
Okay, so Confucius once say, why do we find it so hard to draw faces when we've all got one? He didn't really say that, but I think if he was an artist, he probably would have said something along those lines. Let's draw faces. Now, obviously, there is many different ways to draw faces, okay? There is a lot of different ways to draw faces. They generally start with a circle and your construction lines. Some people will do construction lines like this, one through the middle, split it through here again. The eyes will go here, nose here, ear, chin like this, and so on, all right? I like to simplify it for myself, so I literally will go, right, so let's do circle here. Now, I know a lot of people have issues with like looking in directions, doing their faces in directions. So let's just go straight for a directional face, okay? So what I'm going to do is, construction line is going to come around like that, okay? Now, you'll see it's very messy. Just stay messy, okay? I want everyone to stay messy, stay relaxed. Don't put pressure on yourself. That's half the problem. People put pressure on themselves and they don't get anywhere because they're just like, oh, everything's got to be perfect. Relaxed, okay? That's what I want. Just relax. Calm down. All right. Then we're going to come through the middle here. Now, I'm only going to do the two construction lines, okay? Because I'm a rebel without a cause. Now, the next thing I'll do is work out where my jawline's going to be. So I'll generally do a little bit of a come in that way, all right, and then out, back out, and then I'll sweep down like that, down there, okay? And then I'm just going to come around from this side here, and I'm going to sweep down again, okay? So we've got our basic outline now of a head, okay? You can kind of see that there, yeah? Yeah? Can you see it? Can you tell what it is yet? Ears, let's quickly chuck out ear, and obviously we're going to see more of this ear, obviously because the head's turned. Alright, so this ear we're going to see a lot more of. This ear you'll see possibly a tiny bit of, maybe not even any of. Now, nose is going to be sitting around this part here. Okay, so just eyebrow line is up here. Okay, so let's chuck in a nose. Again, this isn't a nose tutorial, but let's just, again, you can do whatever nose you like. I kind of like adding a bit of 3D flavour to the nose. The bridge of the nose there. That's sort of the end ball of the nose, the top of the nose at the end, and then a little bit of a nostril coming out there. Maybe a tiny touch of a nostril on that side, like there. Okay, let's tackle the eyes next, because I know someone else said they draw great faces and then screw up the eyes. Now, you can make them as simple or as complicated as you want. All right, you could do that if you want. Just cut little dots, dun dun dun. Or you can do bigger circles. 1, 2. like that. All right, a couple of circles, very basic. We can go a little bit more. I mean, I'm not going to say realistic, but have a bit more of a shape of a normal eye, I guess. Don't forget though, if you're doing that on this side, it needs to be smaller, of course, because we're getting less from this side. So this eye is going to be smaller over here, and then you can chuck in your eyes and your pupils like that. All right. It's another way of doing it. Let's just maybe leave those in for now. Okay. And we're going to refine all this when it comes to the inking stage anyway. So this is all about just, I'm really loosely blocking some stuff in. It doesn't have to look perfect because we can change things when it comes to the inking stage. None of this is locked in. It's not locked in stone. We can change things as we go. Now, for your mouth. Again, depends what expression you want your character to convey, obviously, which is going to depend on what sort of mouth you want to do. So, if we wanted him to have an open mouth with a side-on view, what I will do for mouths is this stuff. So you got that sort of half mouth, as it were, going around like that. You could also extend the mouth around and have like a full mouth, but you just got to make sure that around here it gets smaller. We'll show you one of those in a second. Let's just finish this particular character. Hair-wise, again, I mean, the world is your oyster when it comes to hair. He doesn't really have eyebrows at the moment. Eyebrows are very important when you want to convey expression, because you could have one eyebrow down and one eyebrow up, and this wouldn't look good with those, because he'd be like, that's weird. So maybe we just have them up at the moment. Okay, hair wise, whatever you want. I mean, just remember that this hairline over here is going to be sort of a bit more hidden than what this side's going to be over here, because it's going off to the side here. All right, so there's a very basic, quickly 3/4 turned face. Let's quickly ink that. Okay, let's go up. Let's go inking brush. Let's go black. Okay, let's quickly ink this. Now you'll see I'll make some changes or some design changes as we go, because everything was just penciled in. This is where I can make my final decisions on what I want, what creases I want to show. Square the mouth off a bit, what I'm doing with the teeth, the bottom lip, like that. Remember to chuck in these creases where you would have the obviously the face. When you make different expressions, you have your creases in your face, so add those into your character. See, these eyes are very basic, just up, down, roundy. Chucking a round eye in the middle here. See, I'm using the procreate feature where you can hold, tap, and gives you a perfect circle. So, nice little cheat there. Let's get that circle nice and round. Okay, I'm just going to give this guy some lines under here to give the look of those eyelids. I'm going to put this little thing here, because obviously you have your eyes in an eye socket, so you sort of have this bridge up to the eyebrow, same as over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bring in the face a little bit closer there. It's a little bit far out, I think, so I'm just going to bring it in a touch. Okay, let's chuck in his ear over here. Again, ears can be however you want to do them. I mean, we can do these long, wide ears. You can do Spock ears. Whatever you want to do. You can do little, tiny ears with just a little curl like that. There's no right or wrong way to do these things. Well, I mean, some people might say there is, but I don't. It's my channel. I'll say what I want, within reason. All right, let's chuck in. I'm not gonna go too crazy on finishing this because I want to get through a few of these faces so we can have a real look at different angles, and so that's not about it. We get the basic gist over there. You go over there. I shall call you Barry. All right, Barry, sit over there, mate. We got some work to do. You need some friends. All right, let's do. Why don't we do an animal now? Let's do one of me cats. All right. So again, let's do a circle like that. This cat is going to be looking up. So I'm going to do a line through the middle, slightly curved, and then I'm going to bring this line, I'm going to push it right up here because the head's going that way. So wherever this line is going is generally going to be, so he's looking up. If the line was coming down here, it'd be looking down here, and so forth. So now for a cat, the nose, I'm going to put the nose on this line here. Okay, let's give the cat a little bit of a bridge on the nose there. Let's make it a fat cat. So I'm just going to do these features a bit smaller. Now the eyes, because obviously this head's tilting backwards, we're going to see the eyes are going to be a little bit squashed because everything's got to fit into this top section here. So we'll just squash the eyes in there, like so. Now ears, cats obviously had the ears on the top of the head, so again the head's going backwards. This one we'll see a little bit more of, but when it comes to this ear over here, we're going to see a lot less of that ear, okay, because the head's going backwards. So let's chuck in the side of the head here for the cat. Okay, again on this side, let's go around like that. Let's chuck in a little bit of hair on the top here. Let's make sure the eyes are sort of looking in that upward direction. Let's maybe really hammer home that this cat's had a few too many packets of whiskers. Okay, there you go. Nice quick cat head built with just literally a circle and those two construction lines. Alright, so let's do a new layer. Let's ink this one as well. Why not? While we're here, why not? Let's see how many faces we can get done in this video. Again, I know someone commented on it because on this Facebook post that I put up, someone commented that they struggle with expressions. Now, expressions, you just really have to just Google image search expression reference and just see how other people convey expression. It really is. There's a lot to do with eyebrow work. See that? See that sort of inquisitive? See, just one down, one up. It's kind of got this little inquisitive sort of like, But also that can be a confused face as well. If I was to change up the mouth along with it, you could change that into a confused sort of like thinking face. Let's chuck in this ear here. Like that. And then we're just going to round this off down the bottom here. Like so. And that is a cat head. So let's join those together. Let's move this over here. Let's draw another human face. Why don't we draw a human looking up as well now? So let's go sketching, blue pencil. Okay, so human head. So we're going to go the same way we did with the cat. We'll do exactly the same thing we did with the cat. Go like this. Bring our construction line through the middle. And one going up and around across the top. But this time I'm going to use that same line there for the nose. I'm just going to give it a more human nose this time. So looking up. Now remember he's looking up, so we'll see up the nose. Alright, so that's nostrils as opposed to the cat nose. Alright, let's chuck in a couple of ears. So these ears will be more on the side of the head, obviously, because we're doing a human. So these ones I'm doing very basic, very simple, just these little semicircles. Okay, now let's chuck in a mouth. Maybe we'll just give him a little circular mouth like that. I'm going to chuck in a chin sort of here. There's another fat character here. Now let's bring this down and around. Like so. I'll just thicken it up a bit. Now eyes. Again, let's just chuck in. I'm going to chuck in the brows first. I'm going to give a little bit of a line here to show almost the same as with this cat with this bridge of his nose. I'm going to give, because you've obviously got your cheekbones, and if you're a little bit of a tubby, your cheekbone's going to be high there. Let's chuck in the eyes though. All I'm going to do for the eyes is I'm going to bring this down like this. This one is going to be like this. Let's chuck in our pupils like so. Okay, that's the head's gonna. Now this side of the head, just going to slightly turned. See, so I've got it slightly turned. So let's just give this the indication of a side of a head. Now this is your key here, in my opinion, for this 3/4 when looking from the side of the head. So see how I did this here, okay? Oh. You've got this here. Now I'll keep pointing this out every time we draw one. So whichever way you're facing and that turn, you just have that little indentation there. Okay, a little bite out of the cookie there. Let's get this guy some hair. I don't know why I've just given him some sort of mohawk, but anyway. Okay. So let's ink this. Tubby guy. Let's get it black. Let's go inking. Okay, there's nostrils in there. What I'm going to do, just give us a little indication of a bridge of a nose there, and a little indication of that there. Chuck in the cheeks. Cheek here. Chuck in the eyes, eyebrow up, pupils, let's pop in the ears, one ear there, slightly less of that ear. Okay, let's, I need to bring that closer to the ear. Nice and rounded, like so. Little chin there. This hair might not work, but yeah, not quite got that right there. I would get rid of this line here, but for time's sake. So we're just quickly sketching in our heads. So there you go, so there's a fat guy. So let's merge those two together. Alright, let's do a younger character. Let's go back to blue. Let's go to our sketching pencil. Okay, now let's change out the shape of the head completely, right? So we've been doing these circles constantly. Let's do like a more oblong, oval, I don't know, whatever this shape is. It's just to show you that you can play with this same format, but do different sort of squash and squeeze and, you know, manipulate that circle with the same effect. So let's just chuck in again our crosshairs here. Let's pop in a nice long ear maybe over here, like so. One over here, but again, let's have less of that because I've got that slight curve coming around, so the head's slightly turned. So let's see less of that here on that side. Let's chuck in our schnozzer like that. Again, I'm showing more on this side, so I'm going to give us all our nostril over here and just a little touch of nostril over there. Eyes, what should we do for eyes? What have we done so far with eyes? I mean, we could just go for the classic round circles if we want to. This was supposed to be a younger character, wasn't it? So, but that's all right. Let's bring down. So over here, underneath the ear is where our jawline's going to come from, and I'm going to make it nice and close. To there. I'm going to give him an open mouth expression, like that. I'm going to give him big chompers. Not sure this is very young character, but we'll see how we go. Let's give him a nice scrawny skinny neck. That will help a little bit with our young character. Let's give him some braces. Very simple to do braces, like that. A bit of wire connecting these things together. Let's chuck in a tongue in the head. Eyebrows up, eyelids up. He's a bit startled. Let's give him some almost like he's what's that character, that football head, what's his name? I can't. Arnold. Hey Arnold. Not really, but sort of that look. There we go. Alright, let's ink. New layer. Let's go back to black. Alright, we're getting through a few here, aren't we? Look at us go. Oh, bloody hell. Here's our young character. Okay, let's chuck in. Although, I'm saying young character. He's got a very big nose for a young character. I wouldn't normally do young characters with such large noses. Maybe he's a prepubescent teen. They've still got a high-pitched voice. And his name's Derek. And Derek... unfortunately, Derek's he's not into sport or anything. He likes to draw, much like I do, and all his friends he creates with his pencil, much like I do. All right, let's go down like this. I'm not going to come all the way. I'm not going to meet it all the way there because I'm going to give this guy a little bit of a chin at the bottom. So like that, and let's just give him a little bit of a chin there, like so. Let's pop in the neck. Obviously not going to do bodies here. Let's just give him his neck there. Let's chuck in our hair, like so. And this bit at the front. Like there. Oh, God, Derek, your hair is a real absolute pain in the arse, mate. What are you talking about? You gave it to me. You could have given me anything. You could have made me bald. If I could have made you bald, couldn't I? But I didn't. Alright, let's ink the mouth area. And as I always say with inking, it's just about confidence. Now, let's just chuck in these teeth, and we're going to talk about in a second not spending. See, I'm not spending a lot of time on any of these drawings. I'm not thinking too much about it. It's just as it comes to my head, I'm like, oh yeah, let's do this. Oh, let's try this shape. Oh, let's do this. I'm not sitting here worrying overly about what I'm doing. I'm just drawing shapes, heads, faces, and that's what I want you to do. Just draw. Now I'm giving too much detail. I shouldn't be doing this. I should be just moving on. But anyway, there you go. So there's another head. Let's join that together. All right, perfect. Let's do something. Let's do a bear. A little bear using the same technique. This is the same technique we're going to use to draw a bear head. So let's go sketching pencil. Let's go round circle. Let's go... I keep doing them that face. I did one facing the other way. Let's do facing this way, and let's get our line going like that. Now, what I'm going to do here, I've already given myself a natural spot for where the muzzle or the nose of the bear is going to be. So I'm going to use that to my bloody advantage. So let's chuck in. Let's rough in a nose, and then let's bring down this snout like that. Alright, now I'm going to use this line and I'm going to go up through the middle and across like that. That's going to give me one spot where my eye is going to go. One eye there, and we'll chuck another eye here. Now the bear's head, he doesn't really have much of they don't have much of a neck, or it's very thick. So I'm going to just literally go like that. And go round up like that and give this guy a brow, maybe a little bit of cheek that we're seeing there. Let's chuck in. He's looking up. Mouth-wise, again, I'm going to go with that sort of shocked look. Let's not forget ears. Bear has ears. Let's chuck in a couple of bear ears, and there you go, nice and quick. How quick is that? Using that same circle technique, we've now got a bear head. Just bring that down. Inking pen, let's ink it in. Oh, wrong colour. Like so. There we go. So now, once we've done this, I want to talk to you about something you should be doing, or a little something I want you to do when you go away from this video. Is obviously draw heads, but what we're going to do is going to minimize the size of what we're drawing, and I'll explain why in a second, because I think the method I'll give you will help you, because we want to just draw lots and lots of heads. Alright, so let's join that together. Now, what I want you to do is I don't want you to create a new page, a new blank page like this, and then try and draw a big head here, and so I'm going to draw this big head in here, and then I'm going to put the eyes in here. So no, okay? No, stop it. Put down the pencil. Well, don't put it down. Keep it in your hand. But this is what we're going to do, okay? You are going to draw small. Okay, we're going to draw small, and we're going to draw lots. Okay, so we're going to zoom right in, and we're going to just do these small little heads. All right, and then you're going to do the same thing, construction lines. Okay, trying different angles, and we're just going to literally, we're not thinking about it, we're not putting ourselves under pressure, we are just drawing whatever our hand doth come up with. All right, now I've been doing this probably, well, for a long time, but before I started doing this video, I went, oh God, I've got to remind myself on how I draw heads before I try and tell everybody else how to draw a head. So what I've done for the last couple of days is literally just these little heads. So I draw little heads, chucking a nose like that, little mouth like that, and then I will ink these as well, because I like the inking process. It helps me see where I may have gone wrong, see where I could have fixed stuff, and I like to see a little miniature finished product. So, but I think for me, drawing smaller takes the pressure off. You're not trying to draw a big masterpiece. You are just drawing little thumbnails of character ideas. You're just practice. It's just practice. Okay, and then just draw as many as you can, or as many as you want. Like I literally sat on the couch for the last couple of days. Well, I've done other stuff. I have to pay the bills. I have been to work, I promise you. But at home, when I'm at home, just chilling on the couch, whatever, in the evening, just pick up the iPad and then just drawing small. To look at a little tiny head like that. Done. Join that together. Sketching that. Bang. Put that over there. Then I'll go on to the next one, and I just do that. Keep doing that. Change directions, change characters. Try for I haven't done a front on one yet, have I? So straight down the middle. So yeah, just this tiny little thumbnail sketch, a thin neck. Let's just muck around with stuff. Do ridiculous stuff. Let's do some massive ears. Let's give this character, maybe some massive glasses. Okay, little tiny nose. Maybe just that for a mouth. Little tiny like that. Let's just give him some sort of jawline here. So this is what I'm doing. I'm just doing this, and I'm doing it again and again and again and again and again, because you know what? Repetition. It's all about repetition. You will get better if you just keep drawing. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a doctor. You will get better. It's all the best thing I ever did for for my drawing, all right, is just draw. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's true. All I decided to do one day was draw every single day, okay? And my artwork just it went neck level, all right, and it continues to. So much so that I started drawing a kid's book or illustrating a kid's book for someone, and my art got better because I was drawing every day. My art was getting better as I was drawing this kid's book. So I had to go back and redraw the first pages because I'm like, well, they look terrible compared to where the last pages are at now. So please do lots of these little thumbnails and just draw and draw and draw and draw and draw. Do it for a couple of days, and you will just notice that you will just get better. I'll show you some of the ones I've been drawing. Here's another page of heads that I was drawing the other day. In fact, it may have been today. And all these heads here. So again, using that same circular thing as I did that bird. There's a couple of bears of the same sort of ilk. There's a little young kid with some buck teeth, cats, angry man, fat man, guy with a helmet on, just lots and lots of different drawings of heads.
So there you have it. I really think, honestly, that little tip at the end where you just draw small little drawings, all right? Small thumbnail drawings, smash out a heap of them, just get through a stack of them. It will help you, I promise. And if it doesn't help you, I'm sorry. If you did enjoy the video, consider giving it a like. If you did enjoy it, feel free to abuse me in the comment section below. Yes, but until next time, au revoir. That is goodbye in Botswanian.